No, bro, y'all didn't. General audience didn't know about no Thanos. Come on, the comic book fans said, "Hey, you need to be here for this event level movie because this will be something your kids will be talking about." So we have some new news about Deadpool, new news about Spider-Man 2 PS5, news about Victoria Alonso, news about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and we have to talk about comic book fans being meaningless. Let's talk about it. Cue the intro.
Warning, the following video you are about to see comes from a geek and nerd who loves Marvel content and anime shows. Over here, we do not hold our tongue about anything and give you the most honest opinion about our chosen video topic. We do things that other content creators don't do. If you want someone like you to dissect said topic, subscribe and join other geeks in this space. While you are at it, leave a like on the video. Enjoy.
Alright, Deadpool news. We have interesting news that's really kind of already been said and kind of been confirmed. Owen Wilson will be back as Mobius, and he will be taking up the role as Mobius, and Deadpool 3 will kind of be a movie of the TVA versus Deadpool. Now, if you don't remember, there was a scene at the end credits of Deadpool going back in time. I'll insert. And in that scene, we see Deadpool go back in time, change kind of the timeline. And obviously, y'all know if you watch Loki, you know the TVA, they don't mess with that stuff. Keep the timeline the same. We pruning everybody who go against the timeline. So that'll kind of be the back and forth. My question is, I'm still trying to figure out how Hugh Jackman's Wolverine plays a role into that, because they were also saying that the movie will kind of be like a buddy cop movie of him. This might be spoilers if it's true. So, you know, heads up. We skip 10 seconds. But basically, Hugh Jackman, they will try to go in the future and prevent his death. If you haven't seen the Logan movie, I highly recommend seeing it. It's a great movie, rated R. Deadpool 3 will be rated R, as we already know. Yeah, that's it for Deadpool. To be honest, I like Deadpool as a character. I love Deadpool. But as far as like the humor, it kind of gets overbearing to me. But also, I forgot to mention Miss Menace. Miss Menace will be coming back. That would be something interesting too, seeing Deadpool kind of go back and forth with a clock and see him say F-bombs to a clock, an animated clock. It'd be kind of weird. Back to the Deadpool comedy. I don't really know. I think I would like Deadpool 3's version of comedy a little better than it used to be, just because it'll kind of be in the MCU now. And he'll be mostly picking fun of the MCU and all that stuff. But on to the news about Spider-Man 2. We have kind of like a partial confirmation that Spider-Man 2 will be coming out this September. Partial confirmation as in the voice actor of Venom hinted at it on Twitter. Now, take this with a very, very, very minute, small grain of salt. It's March now, so September, that's not really that far off if you really think about it. Apparently in August there's supposed to be some press stuff, so I guess we'll be getting like hints of what the story is about. We'll be getting information on the villains, maybe a new trailer, maybe you know what I'm saying, stuff like that in August. So I'm really looking forward to that. I will say this: if I do have a PlayStation 5 by that time that the game comes out, I will be playing it on YouTube. I'm playing the game on YouTube, and y'all will see it. I'm not really a gamer per se like I used to be, but that's one game I wouldn't mind playing on YouTube. All right, Victoria Alonso just got fired. Victoria Alonso was the head, I think she was the head of the VFX department of Marvel. There were bad reports saying that she was the cause of the weird issues with Phase 4. I really kind of don't agree with that, because it was still just the COVID time, so things could have been weird in general. And you had reports that she was a good person. So was she bad? Was she good? But she was fired. Now, when she first got fired, she didn't know what she was being fired for. But earlier today, it came out that she apparently was fired because she was promoting a movie for a different production studio. That movie being Argentina 1985.
That's Cap. This is Jaden from the future. She was actually fired, according to her attorney, that she was doing something reprehensible that she didn't want to do. So, yeah.
I don't know what that movie is, what it's about. Ain't none of that. If you know anything about law and legality, you really can't fire someone unless you have a reason. You can't just say she was trash, I don't like her, I'm gonna fire her. The reason was in the rule books of Disney or whatever, you can't really endorse another company when you're with Disney, with a Disney company, which makes sense. It's like playing both sides of the field. So they got on up out of there. Will this be a good thing for Marvel? Will this be a bad thing for Marvel? We will not know just yet. We'll probably see hints of her being kind of gone or things being better. Might kind of be prominent with, I would say, Captain America. So we probably won't see the effects of her being gone for real until Captain America New World Order comes out, which it seems about right because that movie is not too far away, too far ahead from us either. I think I want to say, my opinion, this might be headed in a new direction, just to give Marvel a new breath of fresh air, give it a new direction to go. Since we are in a new saga, we want to bring in new faces, a new head, and see how that plays out. Victoria Alonso, she was in charge of the VFX issues since 2006, so you can't say that exclusively Phase 4 was looking bad in the animations and the, I always say animations, but the CGI, all that was bad just because of her and her direction, when she was also there when the CGI was looking great. So that's why I also say that it was mostly probably because of COVID stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy. New reports came out today that Guardians of the Galaxy is apparently supposed to be 2 hours and 29 minutes of pure film. I kind of like this just because I feel like a movie of Guardians of the Galaxy's caliber, introducing Adam Warlock going against the High Evolutionary, getting Rocket's background, getting the future of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like that is going to be a great runtime for this movie. And I'm scrolling now just to confirm. Yeah, everybody's saying it's 2 hours, 29 minutes. So 2 hours and a half. That's a great length for me. Now, as I've always said, I'm not the greatest Guardians of the Galaxy fan, but that could change because before seeing the movie, I will watch the other two movies just to kind of refreshen up. Maybe my opinion will change, and maybe it will definitely change after Guardians of the Galaxy 3. 3 is still slated out. It's obviously that's not getting delayed. Guardians of the Galaxy is fastly approaching. It'll be here, finna be the beginning of April. It'll really be here in a month's time. I might try to see it earlier than usual, or I might try to see it on Friday. But usually with big movies, I'll see the movie, record the movie, and have it out probably like 12 o'clock p.m. the next day. So it'll be out quick, just like that. Y'all getting my fresh out of the theater reaction, or either my non-spoiler review and maybe my spoiler review. And that's how that'll work. All right, so that is all the news that we have today in the Marvel community. There is news also in the DC community, but we will leave that up to a later date, because I do want to talk about the Flash and what they're doing, what's coming out with that. There's news of Ben Affleck, but I'll say that for later. And I'll also have a video coming out of what I think people should do, watch, read, that sort of thing before seeing the Flash in the theater. But anyway, I know y'all saw the thumbnail, y'all saw the title. This video was mainly just supposed to be of me going back at the tweet I saw and went back and forth with on Twitter of a dude saying that basically the general audience is what makes up the community, and that comic book fans don't matter. We're 100% meaningless. And I said to that dude, you're stupid, you're probably a casual, and yeah, you're dumb. But I'm not going to say he's completely wrong. General audience is where the money comes from. If you just have a movie that's targeted towards pure comic book fans, the movie won't do as well. But you're giving comic book fans, you're not giving them enough credit. You're not giving us enough credit. When it came to the Avengers post-credit scene, the Iron Man post-credit scene, the average moviegoer, the regular moviegoer, the casual, will not know who Nick Fury is. They won't know what the Avengers are. Because let's face it, I was watching some videos. People were saying that Avengers basically wasn't a big deal before the MCU. Like, the Avengers were kind of like just a team. And I kind of agree. I kind of see it. The MCU kind of put the Avengers on the map for everyone. Not everyone knows who the Avengers is. You ask a random person who the Avengers are, they'll tell you. But just the fact, like, comic book fans are stupid, and like, bro, come on. Comic book fans are the reason why these cinematic universes exist. When you have general audiences can also be a downfall of the community. Look at what the DC is doing. Look at how they just look at the backlash they got with Shazam 2. Shazam 2 was a movie. I get what he's saying, because Shazam 2 was a movie that only really comic book fans knew about. But even comic book fans didn't like the movie. So when you have comic book fans who don't like the movie, what you think the general audience gonna do? Not like the movie. Sometimes the comic book fans dictate whether the general audience sees the movie or does it. No, bro, general audience didn't know about no Thanos. Come on. The comic book fans said, hey, you need to be here for this event level movie, because this will be something your kids will be talking about. You need to be here. The general audience, they say, hey, you know what? Maybe I should go see that movie. You know how many black people showed up for Black Panther? Because it was a comic book movie that comic book fans liked, because it was a comic book character that was exclusively black. So the general audience came back and said, hey, they happy about a black hero, a black superhero. Let me come around and enjoy this black superhero. That sort of thing. Without comic book fans, there is no general audience. Like I said, I'm not disagreeing with the fact that they don't matter. And then he goes to say, the dude I was arguing with is talking about, I'm a hardcore comic book fan. Nobody cares about the seriousness of anything. Marvel built a brand that caters to the general audiences. That's true. And masses. It's why it's a huge juggernaut. That's true. They would have known the seriousness because they watched the movies. No, they wouldn't have. If a regular dude, if you go, okay, let's put it like this, because this will jug all y'all memory. You go to the movie theater. Let's go back to 2008. 90% of those moviegoers are casuals. Oh, it's an Iron Man movie. That looks cool. Iron Man, a character that really no one cared about either. The other 10% are hardcore Marvel comic book fans. The post-credit scene comes up. It's Nick Fury. 90% of the people in that movie theater don't know who that black man is. Don't even know that he really white. The 10% goes, oh, and the 90% goes, wait, what they talking about? What they talking about? That's why a hardcore comic book fan is important, because without those 10% gasping in the audience, the 90% knows nothing. If it's 100% of casuals, what you think they gonna do? You think they seeing the next Iron Man or the event? You think no? What they talking about? Then they go on the internet. Oh, this. And the let's not get it twisted. The goal is to eventually go from a casual to an intermediate viewer to an expert. It's like high school. No one stays at the first grade for 12 years. And if you do, something might be wrong with you. So I tell him that money does come from general audiences, but you're not giving the fans enough credit. Saying it's meaningless is untrue. If it was meaningless, you wouldn't even be here commenting. If it wasn't for us, there would be no MCU. Y'all think y'all dictate these companies? No. If all the comic book movies say this movie is trash, everyone else will say the movie is trash also. That's how this works. But for you to act like casuals are just everything to the MCU and DC, no. And matter of fact, the MCU and DC are bombing because they're trying to comfort casuals. What's all this crap about y'all talking about the woke stuff? You know that's casual crap. Do y'all know that the casual stuff and doing a political agendas for the world is them trying to entice casuals? Y'all do know that, right? The same thing y'all complain about that's in the MCU, that's in these DC shows. That's the thing. Y'all are crying over the companies giving the casuals what they want, but they mean everything. That don't make sense. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to be a fan and when y'all want to be a casual. Like, you can't be talking crazy like that and then say I'm a hardcore comic book fan. How? Matter of fact, I'm going to your Twitter. Mr. Twitter Blue. I'm going. See, you done did it. Oh, he's a Snyder dude. That explains it all. He likes the Snyder community. He's a Snyder head. He's a Snyder fan. That explains everything I need to know. Buddy, you on the wrong side of the field anyway. Stay over there with DC. And this dude saw Black Adam 3 times. Anyone who saw Black Adam more than once, there might be something mentally wrong with it. Not saying the movie's bad. Not once. One time's cool. I saw it one time. Twice, maybe you like the movie that much. 3 times, you're stretching it. You own the movie. You went to Redbox. Oh, Redbox don't exist no more. You went to the nearest Walmart, the nearest store. You bought it on DVD and Blu-ray. Who still watches DVDs anymore? You did that for the Rock movie, Black Adam. Some days wrong. There's the little rant. There's the news. If you love the video, like the video. If you don't love the video, still like the video. I'm on the road to 50 subscribers. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. Share the video. Please comment, like. Please, y'all falling behind with the likes. Keep like it up, please. You know. And yeah, we'll be on to the next thing. The next video will probably be an anime talk video, unless I have anything else to talk about. I've been kind of, dry. Y'all have a good day. Peace.